signed up to the session. So let's start now if you want.
Yeah.
So tell me how's everything going in your life? How has it been for you lately when it comes to work, study, and all the things that you want to add as well?
Okay. So I think that at the moment I feel very good, but I think that there's gonna be a problem in the future because um, I am working as a provisional in the school, but I received a call yesterday in which I was told that I needed to resign maybe in 3 weeks. That's why I am preparing mentally about what am I gonna do in the future. So yeah, I wish I could get a job easily, but I don't know what's going to happen next. Yeah, but I try to be very calm. I know that maybe there will be some chances for me to get a job. There will be some openings related to English or maybe to music. I don't know.
All right. So from I understand you were called by your boss and you were asked to resign to step down to because maybe he told you that your contract was not gonna be extended. Is it right?
Yes, you're right. Yeah, but I have to be very. I'm gonna be patient. I'm going to. I'm going to. I don't know. Wait about what's going to happen. But on the other hand, I try to study English as much as I can because yeah, maybe the dream that I have for the future is, as I told you, as I have told you many times, is to become a good professional, a top-notch teacher. So I need to pray God He's going to uh, give me the best things in order to attain my goals.
I still don't have very clear whether you are an English or a artist teacher right now because you told me you're working as a teacher and I completely know that. But is it as an English teacher or which role are you playing right now as a teacher?
I'm currently working as a arts teacher, as a music teacher, but I wish I could get a job as an English teacher. Um, as far as I'm concerned, I have more tools in order to provide the students about English. I feel much more comfortable rather than to be an arts teacher because I have to do something different. That's why sometimes I feel uncomfortable. But yeah, sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone. You need to be flexible. But
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going
very
to.
reasonable and as you are bringing up, as you're mentioning, opening up to yourself and to the world will actually like give you different chances, different opportunities when it comes to learning, and of course, being down for whatever the world brings up to you is really beneficial when it comes to again building up learning and most importantly that significant wisdom that would lead your life like right along the way, you know. So so you should be proud of yourself because you got many branches in which you can actually redirect your life, whether this is being an English teacher or an artist teacher. So just try to enjoy every chance that you might have along the way. And
Yes,
that's what I have to say. It's not an easy position to be in. It's not a harsh, easy situation to fathom. But of course, you should be calm. You should be, yeah, it should be. You shouldn't be that worried. I don't know if you are that worried, but you just have to rely on the things that you know and mainly on God and what He has to offer for you.
yeah. Sometimes I don't feel good because I have a problem with my parents. Sometimes I have a quarrel with them. They are obviously very concerned about my situation. Um, I remember those times, maybe 3 years ago, when I was jobless. I didn't know what to do with my life. So it was a big struggle. My parents witnessed my struggle to get a job, and it was easy at first, but there was an opportunity which arose, so I tried to take it, and it was to be an English teacher in the institute when I was studying before. But then, when this opportunity came out, I tried to take it because I was gonna be well paid for it, better than the other job. But yeah, I'm gonna be patient, and I will try to study English as much as I can, as I told you.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about my perspective and about my experience, and as well, I'm gonna just include my faith because I used to, maybe I didn't tell you this, but I used to be a soccer player like way back
I
yeah,
didn't
back
know
in the
that.
day. I used to be a soccer player, and I felt my life was gonna be supported in that branch, in that state. So things didn't work out as I expected, and then I just ended up studying, or yeah, performing a fireman course, fireman training, and then I wind up doing that thing for supporting my life. So all of a sudden, I just started this English thing, I would say, and now I'm
Something
actually
wrong.
finding, yeah, I'm finding different, a different perspective of life. You don't know where you are gonna end up, or what you are gonna end up doing. You never know that. I mean, you can lead your life to a certain, yeah, in a certain path, in a certain direction, but sometimes you don't have total control over situations that are gonna come up right along the way. You always have to be open. You have to be sure about who you are, what you do, what you have to offer. And you always have to win about enjoying the things that you are facing in life. I mean, it's not a situation not for you, neither for me, neither for anyone, but it's all about enduring. It's all about resilience. It's all about things that, yeah, it's all about faith, and just continue thriving and doing it your best. And we are pretty sure that you are doing it, and things for sure are going to work out much better off than the things that are right now. Maybe it's an opportunity for you to just reflect about yourself, reflect about your life, and yeah, that's pretty much what I still have to tell you, to share with you right now.
Yes, you're right.
Sometimes,
Maybe about
yes,
reflecting.
you know what? Before letting you continue, we call it that is a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, I'm with you about what you're saying. That yeah, I have to reflect about the things that I've been doing. For example, that experience as an artist teacher was uh, enriching for me because I happened to be a better person. I was able to mingle, to hit it off with many people. I have to say that in the place where I was teaching, this is very different from what I'm from because it is very hot. So people have a different demeanor. That's why I tried to get accustomed to living with these people. That was something incredible. I I had the chance of making new friends, and obviously, and the most important thing, to be able to handle a group, because at the beginning of my process it was very difficult for me, but maybe because of the advices that some teachers uh, gave me, I was able to sort these things out. I know that I have to work a little bit more, but I'm sure I feel good with what I've been doing. Yeah, as you
Yeah,
said, I just said I have to take pride of myself, to take pride in me about the things that I've been doing. Yeah, you're right.
and when I mention take pride or being proud of yourself, I mean it's not like blowing your chest or yeah, or bragging about yourself, and no,
No,
it's more about being sure about the power that God has ingrained in your heart, in your mind, and the things that you have to offer to the world, and that's pretty much what you have to do. I mean, I'm not a wise person. I'm not who has to tell you how to conceive the word, who has to how to conduct yourself. But it's just something that I just found along the way and that I want to share with you. And yeah, it's pretty much what I have to share with you right now.
Yes, yeah, I understand your point. But yeah, maybe three years ago, when I wanted to travel to the United States in order to study at Juilliard, I thought that maybe I was super prepared. I was very proud. In this way, I was very proud. So my teacher told me not to be proud because I didn't have what it takes to get into Juilliard. So I need to maybe to go to the basis, to the foundations, in order to improve, to enhance my skills. Yeah, in that way, I was
Yeah.
very proud. I thought that I was
All right.
good
Yeah.
at what I was doing, but yeah, indeed, I know I wasn't.
I mean, for sure, all your effort that you have put forth, it's gonna be paid off, like eventually. And yeah, but rushing into things, I mean, it's not gonna bring anything good for you, anything positive. An experience that I had, like back in the day as well. I was just as well trying to go to the United States, and I was rejected by the embassy. I was really young by that time, and I was just really rushing at things. And then I found out that it was maybe not the right time, and it was maybe not the right time for God mainly, and of course not the right time for me. So life teaches you how to, yeah, how the flow has to be taken.
Yeah, how the flow has to be taken. I'm with you. um,
Yeah, so just try to enjoy. I mean, you're not gonna be jobless because I don't think you did something wrong. I mean, it's just because the situation sometimes work that way, and it's not only your case; it's everyone's case at everyone's life point. It's just part of life, and just try to, yeah, take advantage of it, and just be sure about the things that you have done and the thing that you have shared to everyone that have enriched everyone's perception, everyone's lives, and have fulfilled everyone's eyes as well. And you will have a different chance. God is gonna take you aside. He's not gonna reject you, and He's gonna remember who you are and what He has for you. So don't worry, and things are actually gonna work out so much better than are being right now.
yes, thank you for your advice. It was very awesome, cool. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I have to believe in something superior, and at the same time, I need to work hard. My teacher Christopher used to tell me this statement: all the hard work will pay off in the end. So I need to be super prepared and wait for the opportunity that will come out. Yeah, I know that everything is going to work out in the long run.
Yeah, of course. So right now you are living in a little town of Boyacá. Is it right?
Yeah, I'm living in San Luis de Gacena. San Luis de Gacena is near Casanare.
So how far is it from the capital to how far?
Okay. Uh, San Luis is maybe 5 hours. It takes me 5 hours to get to San Luis from Tunja. Yeah, it takes me 5 hours to get there.
All right. So
Roughly.
Boyacá is a big department, and yeah, I would say it's really far from the capital city, and more if you want to consider the option of moving to Bogota, right?
Yeah, yeah. Roughly, it takes me roughly 5 hours if there is no traffic jam. If I am not stuck in this kind of thing. But yeah, sometimes, for example, yesterday I was traveling from San Luis to Tunja, and it took me 6 hours. 6 hours because I wanted to take class with you maybe at 7, but I was traveling in that moment.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna share like a different history or just an experience that I had. I was telling you that I used to be a soccer player, and I even reached the professional level, like 2 games, I would say, with the team for the team that I was playing for. And and as I told you, just because God is considered a different path for me, I ended up doing the fireman thing that I told you about. And then I ended up living in a place where I've never expected, and doing the things that I never expected to. And you know what? I right now I really appreciate where I am, what I'm doing, and what I've learned, and what name I've constructed, and I built it up from the things that I've been through.
Yeah.
And you appreciate every little thing that's actually going on and going around your life. And this is actually just one more other thing that you are supposed to face, and things that you are supposed to go through when it comes to life and the path itself.
Your last name is Bedoya, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you related to Gerardo Bedoya? I don't know.
Yeah.
The soccer player.
He, yeah, he was born in a little town, a little Antioquia town, Mexico. I was born in Pereira, but yeah, I think we are family members, family related members.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's the.
So Leo, yeah, what were you gonna tell me? Go ahead.
No, I don't remember exactly, but yeah, just ask me.
So in which semester are you right now? In the
I'm a
university? Which
freshman.
semester?
I'm a freshman. This is my first
What
semester.
what have you thought about the option of validating the courses, or do you really want to go through them?
No, I don't really want to go through it whatsoever because I need to graduate as quickly as possible. I would like to get a job as an English teacher. I would feel comfortable with the things that they have. Yeah, this is what I think about.
Because maybe I told you this, and this linguistic component is made up of 10 subjects, 10 English courses,
Okay.
and yeah, you haven't taken tests, but you should, like, right away, like right at the bath, before just continuing the path and making it longer. Do you know this expression, right at the bath?
No, I don't know. I don't know. Can you write it down?
Right at the bath. Right at the bath means when you immediately get out of the shower, and you do it, and you do things as quickly as possible. Like right at the bath, do that thing like immediately. It means immediately, right at the bath.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I recommend that to you, just to approach your closest center, UNAT center, and just try to sort things out when it comes to validating the exam and the course that make
Yeah.
up this component, this linguistic component of the program itself.
Uh, I was having a conversation with my tutor about this issue. She told me that I would have many possibilities to maybe to go to another semester. I don't know. Maybe to get in B2 level because I gave her um, a paper about the TOEFL test, about the TOEFL test that they did 1 year and a half ago. I did the IBT, the TOEFL IBT. By the way, I did the TOEFL IBT 3 times. Yeah, it's very difficult. For me, the speaking part, you have to study a lot. I have a program of the TOEFL test, so I was studying maybe, I don't know, I was very immersed in the TOEFL, especially the speaking. I was able to study maybe 3 hours. I don't remember, but I was very focused on it in order to develop fluency. So what I was doing was for example,
Yeah,
maybe the first 2 questions that are independent. So maybe at the beginning of my process, I wasn't able to do it in the right time in these 45 seconds. Maybe it took me 1 minute and a half, and then I tried to lessen the time by repeating the question, the answer once again, but try to seeking different words. And the more I practice, the better I get with it.
Yeah, and which strategy are you applying right now?
In this moment, well, I like to do an exam. It could be North American because I have a problem with the British pronunciation. I'm used to, yeah, North Americans. That's why I like to do, I don't know, it could be either the Michigan test or maybe the TOEFL test or the exam that you were um, pointing out the last time. It was, I don't remember the name of the exam, but it is,
Deceptive exam.
yeah.
And have you? I mean, just talking about a different thing. Have you ever communicated or have contact with a British person?
Yeah, uh, 10 years ago, I was taking an English course here in Tunja. Um, One of the teachers was from Britain, and his name was James. And yeah, it was very difficult for me to understand what he says. It was very difficult to make out. So yeah, I remember a class. It was about slangs and idioms. The class lasted for 1 hour and a half, but I wasn't able to understand what he said. Maybe I learned maybe three idioms, just like that, three British idioms. But yeah, it was very difficult for me to understand. The tip that he used to tell everybody was write, you could write, maybe it could be a tale every single day and try to learn 5 to 10 words and try to include it in, yeah, in the tale. It's something that they try to do from time to time. Yeah, some days I don't have the opportunity to do this because of the things that I'm doing at school, but I try to take this tip. I remember when I get into this institute, I was done an exam by him, and it lasts about 20 minutes. But yeah, I tried to defend myself, and I did it. I did it very well. So much so that they gave me a scholarship to study 5 months more. Thank you. I was tested by him.
Maybe I was done an exam by him. Maybe I heard that.
Yeah, I
I
think that
heard that from
more natural tested.
I
Thank you.
was tested by him, or he tested me. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Yeah. So you know what? So I mean, I don't know how to tell you this. Sometimes you don't recognize how good you are at English, and for sure you have a really deep and big and meaningful knack for it. I mean, you are really good at English, and I would suggest that you shouldn't be that worried about about learning. I mean, learning is a process that you have to enjoy, not a process that you have to be worried about.
Yeah,
And and what I feel from you is that you are really rushing up things when it comes to learning. So I mean, try not to worry too much about it, and just learning just comes naturally. Just exposing yourself to the strategy that you are implementing, that you are applying, and the things that you are doing. Just try to enjoy every little chance that you make up for yourself. Yeah, and it's not a process to just worry about. I mean, you are really young and you have a whole life ahead of you. You have good things actually coming up for you, and and you will be as good as you can ever imagine, or even more than that. Just try not to worry about this. And I mean, you are so much better than many people. Right now, you are in a different learning moment. And this is what I feel from you. And I would like you to enjoy more than worrying about the things that you want to learn, about the things that you are supposed to learn.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Victor. I'll try to take in this into consideration. Yeah, but yeah, sometimes I try to jump the gun. I try to rush a lot.
But yeah, but I am nobody to teach you this. I'm nobody to tell you this. Life is actually gonna show you which is the right time, what is the right time, and how things should be done.
Yes.
What is the real flow that you have to take for every little thing, for every little aspect. And the more you worry about learning, the more you will realize how much you still have to learn. And this is sometimes like ridiculous and ludicrous to even fathom the idea
What was the
of
word that you mentioned? Ludicrous? Can you
lud,
write down, please?
ludicrous.
Ludicrous.
Ludicrous. Ludicrous means ridiculous.
Ridiculous. But
But it's ludicrous the word. I will write down to you. Let me see. Ludicrous.
okay. I will. Yeah, thank you. I was looking up this word in the Cambridge Dictionary. The dictionary I love to, yeah, I love. I like to look up my words as I was pointing out before.
And always, yeah, always take the chance of learning from everyone. The person who serves coffee, and the boss of the company, and somebody who approaches you. You might always get learning from everyone and from anyone, as far as you are open up to this possibility.
Yes, you're right, Victor.
I want to tell you a fun experience that I've had. I live here in Medellin. Maybe you didn't know that, or do you know that?
No, no.
And last time I was with my girlfriend, and I was in a shopping center. I was just coming out of the shopping center, and then I was just waiting for the bus to stop by. Like a homeless guy approached me, and you know what was the funniest thing about it? He started just talking to me in English, and I was hella surprised. And I was like, "Oh my goodness, why is he talking to me in English? Like for the first time." He, I don't know why he has the hint that I speak English. I mean, we are imagining we are not in the States, or we are not in an English speaking country. I have no idea why he's talking to me in English. And he was talking to me, and he was asking me for money, but I was more surprised. I mean, inside of my heart, and from the bottom of my heart, I was actually like thinking, why is he talking to me in English? All right. So I just ditched that person. I just stopped the conversation with him because I didn't give him money, and just they just I mean, time just went by. Time went by, and then I was again with my girlfriend in a different scenario, in a different situation, in a different time, and the same homeless person came up to me again and started talking to me in English.
Are you kidding me?
And you know what? Medellin is a really big city, and I have no idea why I've bumped into this person like twice in situation, in a situation like this. Like I have no idea, and I haven't still figured this out. I don't know what it tells me. I don't know what it means, but it's a really weird situation to fathom, to comprehend.
What was he mentioning? What was he?
Oh,
What was he talking
the first
about?
time he was asking for first time he was asking me for some money, and I don't, I'm not the person who gives money to homeless people. Maybe I'm the person who buys a piece of bread, or yeah, that's a different thing. That time, since he was asking for money that time, I didn't gave him a coin. But the
Yeah.
second time, the last time, he was as well asking for something special, and and I wasn't that happy because of the things that he was asking me for. And I just gave him an option. He asked me for a piece of bread, and I didn't have this. I didn't have bread and I didn't have money, but I offered him an empanada,
Okay.
and he was not happy about the idea of having an empanada. So I think he was really like demanding for that, and I was happy about it, as I told you. And then I just stopped the conversation with him, and things didn't just continue the way it were just going. So yeah, nothing special, but really something to think about and to reflect about.
But was he from Colombia or was he overseas?
I have no idea, but he had a really good level in English. I have no idea. I have no idea where he was from. He looked like a Colombian person, but
Okay.
he spoke English like being a native speaker, and I was so hella surprised about it.
Wow. What an awesome experience. Now I haven't had the chance
Yeah,
of
awesome and weird experience.
I haven't had the chance of going through this kind of experience, but it would be cool.
Yeah, sometimes funny things happen to you, and when you open your heart, when you open your mind, and when you are willing to enjoy the things, that little things, I mean, for sure, many things are going to be coming around. And maybe you have as many as other people might have. But it's just about this. It's just about accepting the fact that everyone is special and everyone has something to share, has something to learn, and, and everyone has special situation and life experiences to share and to go through as well.
Yes, you're right. I don't know, but for example, in my case, I like to have conversations with homeless people as well. When I was studying at Javeriana, there was a person by the name of, well, Calidoso. So he was a beloved man. Everybody knew him, but there was something terrible that happened 4 years ago. Yeah, it was 4 years ago. He was burned alive. I don't know what was the reason, but he was burned alive with his dog. So it was new. This news was everybody in Colombia knew about that. It happened near a national park. So this kind of news was widespread in Colombia, and it was a terrible thing because he was a nice guy. He used to, for example, if it was 10 p.m. and maybe there it was the place was very lonely. He tried to accompany us to our homes. For example, I was living in front of Javeriana, and he used to talk to me about the things that I did during the day. So I gave him maybe some money, and he used to give me advice about life, not to me, but also with everybody. And it was terrible. It was very sad. It saddened everybody. It was something that we can't believe at all. We couldn't believe a lot at all. So yeah, not only I like to talk with him, but also with everybody. For example, with the janitor when I was studying maybe until midnight because I was very immersed in music. That's why when I was tired from working, I decided to have to go out and have a conversation with the janitor. I was sharing experiences about life. Yeah, I believe that you could learn from everybody, um, no matter the people you are going to come across. But yeah, you're going to learn many important things. The person that you less expect something, yeah, you are going to learn from him something incredible. Or he's going to give you a hand when you don't think everybody's going to help you. Yeah,
Yeah, everyone has has a treasure, has something to share, and everyone has a story to tell. So always be mindful of that. You know what's another word for homeless?
Indigent? I don't remember.
A bomb is a different expression or a different word if you
I
want
don't.
to use to refer to homeless person.
I'm writing down the vocabulary that I'm learning from you. It has been very constructive. Thank you.
You know what? Today's session, since nobody else signed up, today's session is a bit different, and yeah, we are just taking it to a different level. I mean, we are not doing the things that we were supposed to do. We were supposed to carry out a class, and yeah, nobody signed up, nobody came in, and we are just doing a conversation.
Yeah, because it is a difficult hour for everybody. Maybe because most of them were staying out, staying out late. They were drinking, having a good time. They were hanging out with friends. That's why maybe they are, I don't know, they're doing another kind of thing. They're sleeping, or I don't know.
What about sleeping in? They're sleeping in. What about this one?
Sleeping in. No, I didn't. I haven't come across this word, this expression.
When you are sleeping, it's maybe because you are lazy and you are supposed to wake up early and you continue sleeping. So sleeping is a phrasal verb and it means continue sleeping. Just continue sleeping. For example, I mean, not today, but yesterday I slept in because I just continued sleeping like during the morning and even till noon, right? So to sleeping is just to continue sleeping or to continue being lazy if you just want to consider this.
Yeah.
And a different, for example, sleep through. What about this one?
No, I didn't have any idea about this.
All right, let's imagine that you are sleeping in, right? And there's a party going on. I mean, there's a party going on. Even in the morning, people are blaring music in their house. They're singing up loud. There's a big commotion out there, and there's a lot of noise. And that noise don't bother you, and you are still sleeping. So you sleep through the noise. You continue sleeping no matter what is actually going on around the world in which you are. So you sleep through. For example, December the 31st and January the 1st, if you go to sleep, if you hit the hay and the fireworks don't wake you up, you sleep through the fireworks.
When you said that, there is a word that comes to my mind, and it's this. So in my case, I have to wait until the sound died down in order to sleep.
So what about hitting the hay? Have you heard this one? It's pretty common though.
No.
When you hit the hay, it's a different form of describing or expressing that you are about to sleep. You're about to go to sleep. So maybe you can say, all right, I'm now going to sleep right now. You have a different chance by saying, I'm going to hit the hay. It's a very American expression, and you are good to go with this one.
Very good expression. Thank you.
Yeah, are you the person who likes sleeping in, or are you not the person who likes to sleep in?
Okay. As far as I'm concerned, it depends on the day. Maybe because if I've been working out so hard, maybe it could be either for the things that I have to do at school, or maybe because I am working out. I try to sleep in maybe only on on weekend. On weekend. Maybe it could be, yeah, tomorrow. Today, no, not. I prefer to sleeping tomorrow. So I
Yeah.
decided to sleep until 12.
And
So
when there's noise around, when you are sleeping and when there's noise around, are you the person who sleep through the noise, or do you wake up that easily?
um, I remember once when I was working on my thesis, and I remember that, yeah, I didn't sleep for 2 days. That's why after, yeah, finishing off this work, I decided to go home, and a friend of mine by the name of Karen was throwing a party with our friends of the university. Although they were making too much noise, it wasn't a problem for me to sleep. So I was able to sleep through it. But because I haven't sleeping, I haven't slept for 2 days. It was the reason. But generally speaking, no, I have many problems when there is too much noise. I need to wait until the noise die down. Yeah, it's very difficult for me
Yeah, my
to
case is very much that similar. I'm not the person who sleeps that easy and who always has to wait for the noise to die down, as you already mentioned.
yeah. Yeah, I try to look these words or expressions up online. Yeah, they are very cool. Thank you. I don't know in this moment how many words I have learned from you, but it has been more than 70 words.
No, I don't think that much. But yeah, as I told you, I mean, everyone's always has something to share, and this is what I call significant learning. That learning that you will never forget.
I've learned,
And
yeah, I've learned a lot from every teacher, every tutor, every English tutor, but the person whom I've learned the most is from you. A lot. So I appreciate that.
just a little correction. The person who I learned the most, the person whom I learned the most. Remember some when the first I heard from you whom I learned the most.
Uh, there is a problem with the communication. Can you repeat once again?
No, I couldn't hear you the last thing that you were saying because as you mentioned, there's some yeah, like internet is coming in and out, so I couldn't hear you the last part. What did you say?
Can you repeat what you were saying about
No, I was
um,
asking. No, I was asking you to repeat the last thing, the last part that you were saying, because I couldn't hear you well since the communication were being interrupted when you were talking.
so I said the person whom I learned the most
All right, all right,
is
yeah.
you.
Have you had the chance of interacting with the other teachers that are performing these speaking sessions?
Yes, and that's why I'm saying that. Yeah, I've learned lots of things, but the person whom I have learned the most is you, because maybe you try. You know that maybe I have a dream. I wanna get a C1 level, this kind of things, stuff like that. Tell me,
Yeah, you've told me about it last time. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
and
So
you're not that far from that dream. I mean, you're close, and I have been telling you, you don't. I mean, you shouldn't just be worried about the things, about rushing at things. I mean, you will get that level eventually. I would say you are already in this level, but of course, you have to perform like a formal test and going through all the parameters that compose a test. And I mean, you have to really test
Yeah,
yourself. But the thing that I've been sharing is that you shouldn't be that worried about reaching the things. I mean, this is already overset. It's not necessary just to bring it up again. But you are doing it really good, and you should be really proud of you, as I've been mentioning. Are you listening to me right now? Leo, are you listening? Leo, are you listening to me? Are you listening to me?
no. ¿Me
What
escucha
about
ahora
the
sí?
sign?
¿O más?
Yeah. I listen to you right now. What about you? Do you listen to me?
Yes, I listen to you right now.
Yeah, just to finish up. I mean, we are just coming to the end of the session because at 10 o'clock I have a chats one-on-one. Have you subscribed for one of those? Maybe I
Yeah,
saw you in the at 10.
I'm the first person.
All right, you're the first person. Yeah, I have some more students, and yeah, we'll be closing down the session, and we'll be starting up a new one, but this time with a figure of the chats one-on-one, right?
Yeah, it would be cool.
So we still got 10 minutes left, and no, 5 minutes left before I start
Yeah,
just fixing the other screen, the other thing. All right. So I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna share with you some